Hi, Norman Nomates here again. I said I would send a video up when I got to the next stage. I'm not sure if this is the next stage, but it seems a while since I have done anything with the workshop, but that's outside of the workshop. I think where we was at the last time, we were waiting for electric to come in and there was a big hole, so we've done the electric. I've got some sheets on, as you can see. I had a sheet up there and I've taken it off because I'm running all the electric to where the fuse board is going to be here. So this is looking into the workshop now. Like I say, I've strapped the ceiling for sheets going on there because I want my light in the middle of the benches. Bit of a mess, but I've got all these backing boxes in place. There's going to be 3 single plugs here, and I'm going to put a shelf along there. Same at the other side, there's 3 plugs. I've got to put one up there for the roller door. I've moved this out of the way. Got other projects happening. Got the cable hanging. But this has all been strapped, and like I say, I've got some sheets up, which I'm sure I absolutely didn't have that the last time. So I think I maybe said that these are all with 4s. I've got a piece of timber going up there to rest the bench top on. But looking back, this is my second bench, which I've put on substantial feet. This had wheels on it, so I've taken the wheels off, a bit like that one. But this bench here, when I cut it down, is not going to be moved around. That one, I'm going to keep it on wheels because I can unclick the brakes, maybe take out some screws at the back and move it either this way or that way, so that I can maybe get, because that would be a, 3, that's going to be 6 meters. If I need to bring, like a long trailer or something, I just wanted that option. Now here I've got 3 plugs here and 3 plug points here. That'll be a combination of double singles along here. This is where the cables is going to be for the generator. So the generator is going to be pulled in and out of here. I'll tuck it away, and when I need it, we'll pull it in, start it up, and do the bits and bobs, just in case we, it's another option really, isn't it? Might as well do it now when I'm doing the rest. I'm struggling to find speaker wire. I know in behind that tarp in the carport there's a heap of boxes, and there's a big coil of speaker wire. Probably got about I don't know, 50 meters of speaker wire. So I'm going to try and look for that, and then I'll put up some speakers here. Maybe have the radio and just a couple at the other side. So we'll see how that goes. This bench, absolute mess. But this is where we're at today. So I'm gonna measure 915 because from ground to under bench is 915. So I've kind of marked 915 out there, and I'm gonna put that board on just as a support for the bench top. This bench up here is not as wide as this one here, so I'm going to have to put a bit just in the back. So this will sit off the wall, and then have the like a cutting, because I've got cuttings sitting up there which come out my vanities. So this is going to be cut to 915. So I've got to determine where the base of that is to there, like that, and then I will cut down this bench top today. Then that'll go in there in situ and never move again. I'm certainly not going to be moving it. So really that's where we're at in the probably part 2 of the workshop. I've had to move a heap of stuff around. I've still got tires there for my trailer, which I'll maybe do a video later. So this corner here is just going to be all storage, and that there is that garden shed has actually got my tools in it, which I'm going to take all the tools in here. But that little shed has all been, I've got all that insulation on there as well in there, so that'll help. I think my wife's got lots of boxes of Christmas stuff, so that's probably likely to go in there, probably on their own, and then all the rest of the boxes are going to sit in this corner. So what else have we done? I'm not sure. Well, obviously this wasn't done because obviously there was a big trench down here going in here, so we've done the grate for the water. I've got French drain underneath that, so if there's an excess of water it'll all drain away. Obviously I've done some of the paving here. So obviously you can see I've still got more paving to do. All of this down the side of the shed I've got French drain there as well, so that's got to be covered up. So I think on the outside I'm going to like put some kind of tarry kind of paint on there, because I might be putting this up against the shed. Well, obviously there it'll certainly be up against the shed, but I'm not sure about the paving here, because obviously the paving goes, I'm just not sure about the gradient, and I'm really worried about that. If I have a step down there I might have to try and build it up, but we'll see. That's for another day. That's where we're at. Fairly getting on now. Got lighting cable here. I've not run any of the lights yet. Probably going to have to get a bit of advice from the electrician, because it's going to be two-way switches and stuff, and I know that they run separate white cables and stuff for that, so I'm really not up on that bit. That's the workshop. Part 2. That's the this here is the board that obviously the fuse box is going to be mounted. I wanted to pin it to the wall to keep it from to stop it from warping, so that's going to sit in right there. That's got a sheet there. So yeah, we will have a part 3. This is Norman No Weights signing off. Bye for now. Hello, Norman No Weights here again. I thought about giving you just a quick update on the workshop and how it's progressing. I'm going to have to like compile all of these, so I've not got any of the stuff that I've taken onto YouTube yet. So I'm doing it in stages. I don't know if I'm on number 2 or number 3 or where I'm at, because I've not edited and put them on. But anyway, I got some of these 2.4 by 16mm MDF cut-offs, and as you can see I've got quite a number here. So what I've done is, like I say, I don't know where I'm at with the editing and putting them together. So what I've done is I've put them on the roof here. I was always going to put something on the roof because I wanted something to hang the light. So there was one light, and the cable is about here, and that's it, because it's white on white. So what I've started doing, I just got my nail gun and I popped 2 nails into each of the supports, the roof supports, and then I went along and I've screwed them. So I've got to finish this bit off. This here is for my speaker. I've actually got one speaker kind of hanging. It's not been fixed, it's just been forced into there. So probably previously when I did my video, I didn't have these on. This was the one that was sitting over there, which was done, but because I was running so much cables, that one was off, because obviously just right there, that's where the RCD fuse box is going to go. So now all the sheets are on. All the sheets are on the walls. Now the bottom end there as well, so I've got to run some final cabling, and then I'll get the electrician to do the connections. I maybe said that previously. So none of this wall, the end wall, or this wall's been done. So I can't get the electrician back because one, there's a light going up here, so I need sheets on here. There's a switch going on beside the door, and I've got to run cable out there for an outside light, which is going to be switched here, and at the other end it's going to be the same. So there's going to be a light up outside there, and there's going to be outside switch, so that's why that board is not on. But there is the 3 meters of bench top, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I've got all the speaker wire run to here as well, because there's a speaker going up there, and I'll put a speaker up there, and like I say, there's one there already, and there's one ready to go in there. But so today I'm probably gonna screw all these, finish off the cuts for there, and I've started doing the cuts for there, but then what I'll do later is box all that in. So that's probably where we're at. I don't know what else to tell you, but like I say, that's all the clutter off the bench. And so I've got 6 meters of bench top. Now this light is offset because this is the center, not of the bench, but of between there and there, between those 2 points there, because I'll be sitting predominantly there, and any work to be done. I've got the vise, I've probably told you about the vise, but this is the other bench, because I've had to get the clutter off there because I'm standing on it now. This is another project that I might put that on film today, put a video on, because I'm canning a lot of jerry cans and moves up the funders, which I think I might probably have done one before I certainly put all the workshop stuff together. And obviously I'm carrying fuel, but I don't like it because I don't have anything for the car. But anyway, that's going to be another one. So that's where we're at. The roller door's done. I don't know if I've told you about the roller door. So that's now, I can actually close that and secure it off. So I'm very happy with that. And I got the when he was here, he tightened up the one and he serviced the one on the actual carport, and then put another one on the other carport. So we've got, that's all automated now. So because I had the alternator there, automated system there, electrical motor, I just kind of kept it, and he tightened up the door because it was off the spring. Anyway, so I think that is where we're at. So I've got loads and loads and loads of these. So hopefully they will complete all of the far end. Do all of that, do all of the end wall, and do all of that. Yes, that's probably where we're at just now. So anyway, we'll get back to you. That's the workshop progressing.